everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the topic of our presentation is security issues with mobile ad hoc network system in a network system. My name is Sayed and my friends we made presentation on this topic for my course is my friends are Fred, Joshua, Steven and myself Sayed. So let's talk about some managed system and then the security concerns with this in this system. What is a MANET? You can call it in short form as MANET. The abbreviation of this MANET is the Mobile Ad Hoc Network System, as we all know. And the purpose of this project is to highlight the security issues and the problems we face, and the vulnerabilities, attacks, and everything, every kind of attack in this kind of network. And we'll discuss about the security infrastructure of this system, of this network. So let's move on to the next page. What is a ad hoc system? Let's talk about ad hoc. Ad hoc is basically, by its name, we can define it as random, any kind of network. In terms of networking system, any kind of network, any nodes, you can operate on any node. The communication between any node, between two systems can be on any node, or maybe there is no node, maybe there is no need of router or in this managed system. So so managed stands for mobile ad hoc network system, or you can call it as wireless ad hoc wireless system, vice versa. You can call it as in any way you want. And it has usually a routable networking environment on the top of a link layer ad hoc network. They consist of mobile nodes. That means the nodes are changing every time, every second, anywhere, and they're connected wirelessly in a self-configured, self-healing network without having a fixed infrastructure. That the thing I told you before, that we have no fixed infrastructure in this network system. It can be any random infrastructure. It can be any random node. It can be communicated between any node, any in that network. The managed nodes are free to move randomly as the network topology changes frequently. That means the topology in this network can be any kind of topology, any kind of node that is changing every second, every time. And each node itself behaves like a router itself, like a switch hub itself. Like you can communicate between that router, but you don't know which router is communicating or it's sending the packets from one node to another node. We cannot know that. That's why it's called ad hoc system. Let me show you some pictures of the nodes, the multiple nodes. So I have one picture right here. So you can see these nodes, and you can see how they are changing how they are communicating between one node to another node. And these are all multiple nodes. It can be any node, from any node to any node. The packet can be transferred, and maybe we don't know which node we are sending the package, because it changes frequently all the time. So this is called like a ad hoc wireless network system. So we can just keep in mind this kind of image as nodes, and this is the whole topology of a network connecting the whole every node to each other. But the packets that are sent, the message that is sending to from one node to another, it could be random. It could be any node to any node in this managed system. Let's see if we have another picture. um, you can see this picture, and we can just assume it is kind of a ad hoc system that is communicating between all the routers. You can see that any router in this topology, and they are all communicating with each other randomly and in ad hoc manner, and they're sending the messages to the cell phones, to the laptops, to any kind of the end devices we have, and to the routers also, of course. So let's move on to the presentation again. So this ad hoc system, the managed system, it is a type of mobile network that encompasses the wireless mobile nodes for communication. So we understand that from the pictures and the things I discussed before, that it can encompass the wireless mobile nodes for communication. It can move on, it can bypass. The wireless mobile nodes organize themselves dynamically. That means sometimes it doesn't need a router to communicate between each other, between two systems or multiple systems in arbitrary and volatile topologies. In such instance, a wireless system which can transmit information from a source to destination, considering the mobility of the nodes in mind, is important, but at the same time, it is changing. That is the case because a node can receive a packet of data that is sent with its frequency range. So the nodes are mobile. The receiving node can move out of frequency range at any time. That makes it sometimes, due to that, it is like we have concerns with the security and the protection of this in this managed system. We are concerned with the security issues. It allows people and devices and internet to internetwork in areas with no pre-existing communication infrastructure. Let's see the characteristics of this managed system. We have some characteristics. Mostly, or all of the nodes are mobile. We know now because every time they're changing, every second, every instance, the nodes are changing. So network topology always changes. We discussed already. It is a wireless system, of course. It is. Node is both a host and a router. Node can be a router. Node can be a host. Node can be anything. Self-organizing and self-managing. It is dynamic, so that means it's self-organizing. And what fields we use it these days? Mostly, of course, the military battlefield. So we know because it uh, the message can be compromised maybe, so it is used in these fields. So just for the security issues, you to overcome the security issues and every aspect regarding the security in the sensor networks, the commercial sector. We've been using this managed system, medical services, and the personal area network. Let's further discuss about this managed system. My friend Fred and Joshua will discuss it and continue the presentation. Thank you.